Welcome back to News 360. Time now for our mission segment, which is brought to you by Star Ghana with support from UK Aid, Danida and the European Union. In mission this evening, the Kwahu Afram Plains North District Education Directorate has justified its decision for scheduling an odd timetable for the Madagascar Primary School. But District Chief Executive Samuel Kena disagrees. The following report is the final episode of an earlier story on the exploitation of pupils by parents at Madagascar, an island community in the Kwahu Afram Plains North District.
Mana is leaving the farm at 10:30 to bath for school, but she was already tired. She reported to school at 11:15 a.m. Even then, lots of pupils have not reported to school. Usually, pupils used on farms before coming to school become feeble and lack concentration in class. But Mana claims she learns at night.
I get tired after every farming activity, so I cannot concentrate in class. I only learn at night.
I am being engaged in hard labor, so I find it difficult to concentrate in class.
My check in the community reveals that the District Education Directorate has scheduled a different timetable for the Madagascar Primary School, which enables both pupils and teachers come to school at 9:30 and close at 3 p.m. Head teacher of the school, Raphael Boha, is happy about the arrangement by the District Education Directorate.
I also school in a community like this or in a situation like this before. If the situation were to be like this, I may not tend to be a teacher. So what we do is that we realize that the community, they engage themselves in fishing and farming. So we made the office aware. So they have done a suggested timetable for us so that it can suit the level of the children in the community.
But this has not achieved any desired result, as parents only capitalize on the measure to exploit their children.
When they come to the school in the morning, 9 o'clock, from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock, you can see them active. But above 12 o'clock, they'll be, dozing up, they'll be calling for, I'm hungry, those things. So we need to close them.
The mission team then went to seek answers from the district education officers. Assistant Director in charge of supervision, Moses Tangbe, justified the Education Directorate's decision.
People walk for 10 kilometers and above to the school. So because of that, when we say we'll start classes as the way other schools start normal classes, the children who walk that distance will no benefit.
He said although the practice of child exploitation at Madagascar is a common phenomenon, the situation the mission team met is a sign of improvement.
Formerly, it was at a high level, but now it is reducing. Majority of them allow their children to come to school early because of this sensitization we've been conducting in the district.
Circuit Supervisor for Minchem Frame Circuit, Dawood Adamu, indicated the proposed closing time for school is usually not observed.
Though the parents have agreed that we should extend the time up to 3 o'clock, but they will allow these kids to come to school. Not all of them, some, they have not eaten. And those who have not eaten, when you are extending the time up to 3, they are the people who be crying, we are hungry, we are that and that. Even the classroom will be boring, so what do you do? When around 2:30, you need to close.
But the district chief executive for Kwahu Afram Plains North, Samuel Kena, disagrees with the decision by the district education office.
There's no document at the district assembly supporting that Madagascar should have this schooling time. No. So why Madagascar alone? It is not the only community. Some are even on the island and they are not doing that.
The state of the school is another demotivation factor. The situation, coupled with the non-availability of teaching and learning aids, have dwindled pupils' interest in education for decades. Pupils of the Madagascar Primary School have no option than to continue studying in the LAC. The District Assembly and the Education Office are eager to improve education and get more children enrolled.
So, how we can keep our body clean? Yes.
English language is used during instructional hours, but none of the pupils can speak or understand the language. Children of Madagascar have bright future, but stakeholders must play their effectual roles. Stanley Nibleu, TV3 News, Madagascar, Kwahu Afram Plains North, Eastern Region.
On that in our subsequent bulletins, and that does it for our mission segment this evening. It's brought to you by Star Ghana with support from UK Aid, Danida and the European Union.